Hey, 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 everybody. Well, I don't know about you, but I was expecting a rage. Well, she's on the point of raging, but a receipt filled live. What we got is, well, what she's doing now, which is what she used to do to me and what she used to do to Munchie. And now she's set her sights on a different, I don't know how to say it. Let me adjust this. Sorry. Um, on people that don't give a righteous fuck what she thinks, and it certainly is entertaining. It certainly is. Um, so let's see who's in here. Kate, Nova, the Bud Files. You wish. Did I say Nova? Sorry. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the shit show. So, our dear heart is, of course, must be remodeling her mansion since she's got her old setup and she's using her Obama phone. Hey, Kate. And so I don't know. I don't know why she's using that thing, but I don't really care. It's refreshing. Give it another week and she'll go back to complaining about, yeah, I guess I'm feeling left out. But she did use my name, and that's always a clarion call because if she tries to strike this, then I just, let YouTube know that she was lying about me and I was defending myself. Hey, you wish. When does Annie's 10 days end? From the time she got the notice, then YouTube gets a hold of the other party. And if they don't respond in 10 days, then she gets her video back. So y'all have to ask Munchie about that. Hey, V, everybody. So I've sped her up so we can, you know, not endure her fails at language. Oh, mind you, that always gets me going. Her third bingo card is rapidly filling up, I must say. Move this here. Okay, no use in delaying it. See, now she's got me doing it. Okay. Let's. Ooh, sorry, kids. Let's go.
I'm going to be joining this live stream from my computer here in a minute, but
Can you hear?
I'm
Let me
trying to
know.
get my vitamins and stuff in so that I'm not feeling too lightheaded. A little backstory on
Vitamins?
me.
Is that what
September
you're calling it
27th,
now?
which will be a year next month, I underwent the RYN gastric bypass surgery, which is a weight loss surgery.
Oh.
And I've successfully lost 270 pounds since, but it's a battle. As
Okay.
anybody
So,
knows who MFW is,
uh,
yes, she started drinking. She smokes. I'm a
that's
smoker, but I do not drink
not
alcohol.
true.
I haven't drank a drop of any type of alcohol since I've had my surgery because the mere fact MFW scared me when she was sitting on Hussey's panel and they were friends. I went over there and asked her a few questions about the.
Okay. So, she for some god awful reason flexed her flab the other night. I don't know if she still has it up, but the farms have kindly archived it, where she's writhing in her filthy mattress and sheets, touching herself, and making goofy faces and I don't know. She was, pointing at her sagging skin and What else did she do? I think the second video, she decided to stand up and say, "Where's my stomach? Where's my stomach?" Well, she was wearing stretchy pants that was holding it in, no doubt, and she was sucking some of it in. She was trying to say she didn't have a gunt. She does. She does. And she was trying to say that she was 160 and that was a body that was way over 200 pounds. I'm thinking because she's eating fast food and drinking sweet teas and despite what she says pop, she's gaining the weight back. And she did not lose 200 and some odd pounds in that short a time. Any gastric patient will tell you. So that's my thoughts on that.
RYN gastric bypass, because she's the only one that I know legitly who has had this surgery besides me that's connected in this fucked up two communities that I deal with. Now, there might be other people that have had the surgery, but they just don't simply talk about it, or they don't bring that journey to be noticed on this side of YouTube, in this sector of YouTube.
Oh, shut up, you fool.
Which I absolutely understand why, because when the gastric bypass is not the first weight loss surgery that I went through. I went through the
No, you didn't.
gastric sleeve weight loss surgery, and
oh, dear. Dear, 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 dear. Now, we had an RN, an actual RN on panel that you were on that still can be found where you were trying to what? Convince her that you had that surgery, the sleeve surgery. You did not. She told you didn't. The paperwork said she didn't. But you were, I don't know what's wrong with you. Are you on the wrong psychiatric drugs? Because she shot you down on a panel, on a live that is still up. So if anybody's interested, it's the channel Ask a Nurse. Annie Janney is a retired RN, and she has several expertise in several areas of nursing, including psychiatric. So who do you think I'm going to listen to? Not you.
June, and because of another sector that I'm dealing with, I was what I thought to be friends with these individuals. And the minute that I told them that I had the gastric sleeve, my husband had pictures of me going back to surgery, and then because I was under heavy, and I mean extreme heavy pain medicine afterwards, he didn't realize that I had or was trying to post something when I woke up after surgery, and just simply
this is interesting,
being out of this world on medications that I had fallen back to sleep. So he finished the post, which would have been a day, I'm going to say about 10 hours after I had the surgery, which would have put in their argument a day after than when I said I had the surgery, which is irrelevant to fucking argue.
I know, Kate, I know.
And these people absolutely took my picture that YouTube removed, because apparently either somebody reported it for being graphic or disturbed or violent imagery to get it taken down, and then took and overlaid it with someone else's picture from the internet and swears up and down that that is my picture that I post, which it is not, because I still got the picture and I still got the video proving that the person who went around telling everybody that I stole someone else's surgery pictures, well, that's the story they landed on. Because let me take my medicine first. Let me take my vitamins first. Water bottle, don't have a fit. I haven't had a soda in 13 months. It's a water bottle, Orca. So the first story, which is very live on Miss Kathy C's channel, because a year
What's her
ago I
name?
became a target. Well, actually, it's been 2.5 years that I've dealt with this new community, and
Oh dear. You poor, poor.
I'm not going to be coy with anybody. I have mental illness. I was diagnosed finally with the
Still
correct
happy.
diagnosis. I'm bipolar type 1 with schizoaffective disorder. And what happens with the schizoaffective
Well,
disorder, you have paranoid thoughts. Um,
uh,
when the schizopsychosis kicks in, you
this is all Dr. Google's prognosis. She's gotten all this information off of Google to fit her narrative. Um, she does this constantly. She's unless she's actually got proof, which she never does. She'll what she'll do, Kate? She posts some medical papers outdated, or she tries to Photoshop a proper date in. She takes pictures from a different angle, so you just can't quite focus on it, or it's just out of frame. And that's what she does. This is her proof. So this is why I was looking so forward to her the receipt she had on Gigi. I was just waiting for it, and now she's not. She's not. I don't know why. Spring, hope sprung eternal, but yeah.
hallucinate and you have unrealistic belief about what reality is. Now, I've often questioned myself if the feelings or thoughts that I have about this whole situation with the gaining ground, what happened to me back then, and the continuance of other people from his
Yeah, you
community
keep
that's come
saying
over and
that.
caused
You
problems.
keep saying that, but you never provide any screenshots, DMs, voice recordings of him doing these things. Why don't you tell about the time that you spent 3 hours on the phone with Peanut and Rio, them trying to help you? But that's your thing because you've done it in Discord too, where you sucked a couple of people into listening to you and trying to help you and wasted their time. Why don't you talk about that?
In this community, if I'm having delusional thoughts or if it is in fact legitimate beliefs and that I'm not wrong on it. I've been battling with that crap for 2.5 years now
Oh,
because there is
oh, we have suffered by your voice and by your lies and reframing of time events. But but thank you. I mean, we got something to do on the internet, and that's you.
3 to 6 people from the gaining ground community that has
Mhm.
harassed, stalked, and caused a bunch of problems in the new community
Okay.
that I love, which then leads to the
But
unlifing
you don't belong to any community. Any validation you had yesterday was short lived because they all just kind of wandered off after a while because your voice, I think they all remembered dealing with you before and went, yeah, no, thank you. Moving on.
situation where I faked my death. And this is a prominent excuse for them like Sam Topher and the Gaining Ground and
Okay,
Belinda
okay,
to bring
please. Her last name is not difficult. Hey, Kala. T-E, te, te, Telfer. 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 Hey, vey.
up why they can vet other people, and that's fucking
Um,
bullshit. You have no right to vet nobody's tragedy. And then I've got paranoid or delusional thoughts about the whole fucking situation with this man because when something my subconscious voice told me to go look at his GoFundMe, and the woman's oldest daughter
why are you digging this woman up again? You have nothing to do with any of it. There are many channels that have covered that unfortunate incident. She was not a victim. She had her problems. She did problematic things, which I have no opinion on because I didn't know about it until just recently. So shut up. You're not in the mix. Nobody's confided in you. You got to put up any DMs. If you're going into this, you need to prove it because you can't, and people laugh at you. That's why people laugh at you. This is why they find you inhuman, entertaining. You have no credibility. Nobody takes you serious. I mean, let's take yesterday's debacle. You being all newsy like in your fake background and you trying so hard to sound comprehensible. You didn't. You didn't. And I bet it just exhausted you. That's okay. We all laughed.
Her name is exactly my first name. The only difference is she named her daughter with one N and mine is two.
So
So then I got this paranoid or maybe unrealistic delusion that the reason why they went after this man over his GoFundMe is because the similarity between, not the similarity, me
oh
and
my god, she's actually making a connection. Oh, did I hear that wrong? Did I hear that wrong? Just because they had similar names and spelling that they must have confused you two? What? Let me hear that again.
GoFundMe, and the woman's oldest daughter's name is exactly my first name. The only difference is she named her daughter with one N and mine is two. So then I got this paranoid or maybe unrealistic delusion that the reason why they went after this man over his GoFundMe is because the similarity between, not the similarity.
Oh, your arms must be tired from that reach.
Me and her daughter have the exact first name. It's just her daughter's first name is spelled with one N and mine is spelled with two. My name's Alana as well.
All right.
And little mama's oldest daughter's name is Alana.
Why are you doxing the oldest daughter? I mean, I know you like to do that and disguise it as, conversation. Like how you use my name or how, like, you doxed my name, my legal name, and my address for 5 hours on a live stream. Yeah, I'm not going to let that go.
So then I'm sitting here thinking, well, no wonder they went after this man. They have a hate boner for me, which I am correctly saying I was blacklisted, shadow banned from G.
No, you were in his community, blacked out. There was no shadow banning. You were simply dismissed, and you didn't like that. You don't like it when I do it to you for a week. Drives you crazy. All your lives trying to bait me back into a response. The longer I can hold out, the worse you get, and it gives me great pleasure.
PG. And he has went around in that whole sector over there. And even the haters at that time barely would recognize me as a human being, let alone him and his company. Okay? So no, I was shadow banned. If I was totally blacked out in that community, then my name would never be used over there for any fuck shit. They would have forgot that I even exist.
Oh,
I'm shadow
only.
banned, which means that
Oh, if only we could forget you ever existed. That would be, I would never require another thing in my life. I would take that as my final gift of the world if we could just have you gone from our minds. And I could move on doing other content. Hey, damn Kate. Yeah, she is dick riding.
They can talk about me whenever the fuck they want.
Yep.
They have made
Free speech.
a deplatforming, defaming situation for me over there that I have to literally fight
Uh-huh. How's that going for you?
tooth and nail to get someone to listen, and then they half-ass listen to me because of the slang.
Do you know why YouTube is not responding? Maybe it's your behavior on Twitter to Team YouTube. You yelling at them and threatening to sue YouTube. Do you think that gives them any incentive to look at your claims? I don't think so. And how many times have you false flagged just because you were mad or upset and you knew they wouldn't fly, just like you did to Munching's short? Right? That's why they're not responding to you as much as you would like them to. They're tired.
Slanderous bullshit that Gigi did against me over there. I am 100% correct when I say shadow ban, because I'm not supposed to be acknowledged as a human or existing over there, but yet my name keeps being brought up and fucked off situations.
Where? Unfortunately, Belinda just made the mistake of just in passing. There was no commentary. There was nothing other than Alana's name being mentioned. That's it. It was a 2-second, and she's taken this and running with it. Like people are, other than me, are making content on her. I know there are other people doing their community tabs, which is funny. But nobody really is invested in you other than me. And there's a reason for it.
Then I'm getting sick and tired of. And now I'm even more invested in this woman's unlifing of herself surrounding these communities.
Let me ask you something. What if her husband, the widower, came on and told you to shut the fuck up? Would you do it? Because really, what you are like is you've dug up this woman's body and you're rolling around in her remains like a hyena, a vulture. You're a vulture. You're an absolute vulture, picking at the bones. You're disgusting. You are absolutely, you're so desperate for relevancy that you're willing to do anything. You're on your knees, dick sucking a community that really doesn't want anything to do. They do not want anything to do with you. You're poison.
Because her daughter's name is mine.
Prove me wrong.
And let me give you a short background that I don't give a fuck if you think that that's going to be leverage that you're going to use against me. I am at no point, at any point in my life, am I ashamed.
You should be.
Or embarrassed about my life, about my parents' life, about what I've done, what I haven't done, what I'm doing today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ashamed of,
because Jay is filling us in with all the deets
of what my body looks like after weight loss. I'm not ashamed of what people think about me and my mental illness. So that is not going to be a leverage point that you think that you're going to come after me.
No, you have no embarrassment. We have discussed your fuckery for years. You have no sense of shame. You have no sense of shame. You make yourself a fool every time you go live. I don't know what your head is telling you that people are. Do you know why? Nobody pays attention to you? It's because you butcher the English language. You insert yourself into situations and communities with little to no inside knowledge other than probably just watching a few lives. There are a lot of channels I visit, but I don't participate in. I listen because I don't know enough about the background of the subject to stick my foot in or put my oar in. I wait. You don't do that. You just barge in. You're the tampon of YouTube.
Knowing, I honestly don't think that this is a coincidence.
Yes, she is,
I
Kate.
don't. Knowing that that daughter's name of hers is exactly mine, but spelled differently, and the way that the people went after this woman once they found out that she had a mental illness, and the treatment that I've gotten from two different sectors on YouTube, and how people absolutely target people with mental
Liar.
illness and sometimes weaponize them. I don't think it's a coincidence. And in a way, I think that it's a God sent message that Belinda's diarrhea of her mouth is what got me back involved in this situation.
She mentioned you briefly. A fart in the wind.
Because number one, they absolutely used a live stream to bring up this woman's unfortunate decision, snap decision, as her husband called it, that permanently took her away from everybody due to
She had other issues. The online bullying was probably the straw that broke the camel's back, but what I've been told, and nothing in detail, because I don't care to know, she had issues in her real life, and I was told she was problematic on YouTube, sort of like you.
them knowing, you guys knowing that she had a mental illness, the fact that she was taken up for Foodie Beauty, and you guys absolutely go against Foodie Beauty and have a hate boner for the woman. And
No, I don't hate her. She's crazy, probably, you know, incest, because her father is her uncle, so there might be some screws loose and the wiring isn't altogether kosher. She is her own problem, and she's just a very public train wreck. But you know what? You're more interesting.
don't nobody ever minimize what Yaba does to fucking Foodie Beauty, because it's straight hate boner for the woman, and she causes mass hate against Foodie Beauty. Anybody that reacts to the woman and makes the woman look in a certain way over her sharing her life with the internet, and it's not in no means way of encouraging encouraging a person to do better with their lives, but
Right.
sits on their fat haunches them damn selves. And
So she pretended to become a Muslim. You know, damn well she doesn't believe any of it. I bet she hasn't even cracked the spine of that Quran she received. She probably doesn't even know what a hadith is. So, but I do.
criticizes and makes fun of and makes false narratives. You are, in fact, bullying, and you hate that woman, and you initiate and
I don't even hate you. I despise you, but I don't hate you. Hate takes too much of an emotion, and I'm not willing to give you that energy. I laugh at you instead.
cause more hate against that woman so you can stop. So
Hmm.
I don't think, honestly, that the universe made a mistake by bringing my name up in an association to this little mama's passing. Because what occurred is there was a video done, a live stream done by the Gang Ground himself to narcissistically assist another fucking narcissist and trying to make themselves look.
Can you bring that up, please, and show us where?
Like they're the God sent gods of that sector, and that they don't.
The word is God send.
Ever do anything wrong, and they tried to villainize and demonize another individual for doing the exact same thing that they did, for no apparent reason whatsoever. The fuckery that took place on the Gaining Grounds motherfucking live stream, and the fact that he still sits over there on his fat haunches and condones his behavior along with Sam and Yaba's behavior over this woman's passing. And that he thinks.
You need to give us detail. What behavior? Where? What did they say? You're just throwing shit and seeing what sticks.
That because he speaks it into existence, that it's true and that it should be done. Nobody has the right to go in anybody's life, whether it's public information or not.
Oh, you do. Listen to this. This is from the woman that broke a privacy email between YouTube, me, and her. And she doxed my name, my legal name, and my address for 5 hours on a live.
Do not have the privilege to that. And the examples, the falsehood, the fake outrage that Sam set up on his channel gave her for the vetting, again, absolutely has nothing to do with this community, nor does it have any rights for you.
Sam and Yaba have been around for a long time. They're OG drama, so never mind.
People to vet this man's GoFundMe or the passing of his wife.
I know.
And since people want to bring up me faking my death, then why not hear the story behind it? Because you're involved in it. Your community's involved in it.
Because I was there when that happened. So were Kate Waxlover, Candy Morgan, and a whole host of other people. Sadly, that video has disappeared along with Candy's channel at the time. So, but we have live witnesses right here in my chat.
The Gaining Ground doxed my information to your channel net, which these people have.
Alana, you dox yourself on a consistent basis, trying to prove proof on your stupid Obama phone. And you always, with your fat fingers, hit the wrong button. And then we've got a list of your alt accounts and other stuff. That's you did to yourself. Nobody went out of their way to dox you because nobody cares.
An account association that they themselves have access to dox people. All the while slandering me, defaming me, attacking me about
what? Slander? Defamation? It's only slander if it's not true.
My mental health. In a live stream, having one of his moderators, your channel next, call privately to make it look like that I've lost my ever goddamn mind and that I was cranked.
You lost it a long time ago. Your channel is next probably had nothing to do with it. Oh, I know he had nothing to do with it. But your ex, Jay, sure does.
Calling him. When it's documented on your bestie's little website over there that at the time that you was doing that crank call live stream, I was live streaming bitching and moaning about you.
Of course, you've got that live stream queued up and ready to prove that. It's okay. I'll wait.
And you yourself, Gaining Ground, doxed my information to your channel next. And then how the fuck did all my information?
How do you know he did anything? Where's your evidence? Where's your DMs, your screenshots? Where is your proof? See, now what you're doing, that's slander.
End up on Kiwi Farms not but 2 to 3 hours later. Make that make sense. I wasn't doxxed before that. And you
Oh, yeah, you were.
was sitting on my information due to DMs where you was giving a weight loss giveaway. And I gave you personal information about myself and my family to give you a history of the reason why I felt like I should win your weight loss giveaway. That's how you would have had my information. And you done had my information to go to copy and paste to give to your channel next.
Inventing. She is inventing stuff. Was there a contest? Probably. I don't recall. I can't comment on it because I don't know. If anybody in the chat knows any of the details of that, please let me know. Hey, Virginia. How's the baby? Yeah, an emotional one, B.
And then ultimately, I was doxxed to Kiwi Farms because of you, if not from you. It was in straight direct correlation because of you, Gaining Ground.
That's a supposition. That is not proof. I have theories. I can go on and on and on about my theories, but they're just that, theories.
I didn't unlife myself to get attention like you guys want to put it out there, or that I was batshit fucking crazy. You're damn straight. Due to you, Mr. Gaining Ground, my mental health declined rapidly.
Yeah, okay.
After the fuck shit you did to me.
I love the reframing of this.
And if I was batshit fucking crazy, then yeah, I was batshit fucking crazy on the internet because of you.
You're pissed off because he blacked you out. He drew the curtains and refused to acknowledge your presence. And you have been rolling around like a dog in shit over it for years. For years. You are so desperate for him to acknowledge you that this, what the hillbilly Belinda said, must have made your panties wet. Because there was your opportunity. There was your hole in the wall. Not even a hole in the wall, a pinprick in the wall. That you could slither through and present yourself as a victim. Pathetic.
I left your community and went to a different community, and long and behold, your people trailed behind me and started your fuck shit lies against me over here, and then brought up my docs from Kiwi Farms to these people.
What? What are you talking
And
about?
I was relentlessly tormented from this community because of your fuck shit, Gaining Ground.
What?
I had a mental snap.
Oh, there's the snapping.
I was going to drive my goddamn van off of a fucking bridge.
Narcissistic sociopaths think too highly of themselves to attempt suicide. Oh, sorry, unaliving. And they'll only do it or pretend to do it for attention, like she's doing right now. She's too in love with herself to ever do herself damage unless she benefits from it. Like Jay was saying in his stream, his live the other day, that she will hurt herself to make it look like somebody beat her up. She not only did it to him, but she has done it to others. So she gets some kind of pleasure from it for causing trouble. You are deeply disturbed and should be off the internet entirely.
Snapped out of reality and went into a blackout because of all the goddamn shit that resonated from you. But in my psychosis, as clear as I'm talking to you, my dead mother said, Elena,
oh dear,
stop.
Holiness here.
What are you doing? Think about your kids, think about your grandchildren, and how selfish suicide.
You have all these kids that you've never raised, that don't talk to you, have disavowed any relationship with you. So take several seats back, because that ain't gonna work.
Is I was being tormented, stalked, and harassed by an individual that lives right here in the same city
Oh dear.
as me, as well as people on Kiwi Farms having people that live right here in Texas near me.
First time I'm hearing about this. All the Kiwi farmers have moved to Texas to, torment you. Don't think so.
Gaining ground. I couldn't shit without not having my fucking information tore through, examined, stalked, and harassed because of you gaining ground. My life became a pure fucking investigation because of you. So for whatever reason, due to fucking mental health and delusions, I thought that if I told everybody in the news sector that I was dead, the in real life fucking stalking, harassment, and constantly being in fear to walk out my front door would stop.
What?
No one came to your fucking community about my goddamn death but Kate Winslet, and she's a goddamn troll.
Oh,
well, I should say he.
I'm sorry. She is the best troll ever.
Is a goddamn troll. The only way any of you all found out about that shit is because of Kiwi Farms and you live on it. Unfortunately, little mama didn't have the awareness that I did to stop me from unliking myself because of you motherfuckers. Unfortunately, a snap decision, like her husband said, ultimately, permanently took the woman away from people that loved her so dearly.
And you know this personally. I'm so happy for you.
I'm still to this day fucked with because of you gaining ground.
Well, she's not. That's because of me.
I was falsely arrested because I got in a heated battle with the individual.
Okay. Little backstory on that. She went on Twitter a couple of years, a year, Kate? Back me up on this. I'm, me and dates. She was having beef with him, and she was so pissed that she went and took a wanted poster. I'm using an old vernacular, sorry, and photoshopped his face onto a child PDF file onto this notice on Twitter's Texas Crime Stoppers page. That's illegal. That's what got her into trouble. That's how the investigation started on her. And because the subject of the poster had distinctive tattoos on his face, it made it quite clear that he would be recognizable on the street. So he filed charges. We had nothing to do with it. All we did was provide times and dates of her harassment of him. That's all we did. That is all our involvement with this. We never set her up. There was no setup. She is responsible for her own fuck shit. So that's how it began. But she is blaming us for having her falsely arrested. She was never falsely arrested. She was righteously arrested, booked, spent 24 hours in the lockup, has a real pretty picture of herself in a pink striped uniform, got bailed out by the house elf. And the fella that was doing all this, I don't know, decided not to go through with charges. It was dropped. However, in between this all, she was harassing the investigating police officer. Emails, phone calls, constant. That's her thing. So he finally turned around and laid charges on her for harassment. Criminal felony harassment. So there's nothing false about any of this. Can't believe it.
That lives right here in Houston. They could dox my family. They could put up pictures of people that don't even fucking know me and claim that they're very young children and that individual is my kid. They could put up my mom's fucking picture with false fucking police records and tear through my fucking life. But how dare me?
Oh my goodness, we are talented, aren't we? This is all public record. Anybody can Google their name, her folks' name, her sister's name. It's all out there. But okay, you go, girl.
Get sick and tired of it and become disgusting and vile and fight them back the same way. How dare me get someone to get on my side and fucking go ham on their ass and bully down the way that they were fucking stalking and harassing me.
Don't flatter yourself.
So naturally, as they sit here and used to say, until I got certain channels terminated for their terminology, because I couldn't kill myself correctly, they're going to
Poor you. You can't even do that.
help me. They're going to push me to another, if not bigger, mental breakdown. This is what you cultivate.
Cultivate.
The gaining ground. You and your company cultivated this.
Somebody make note of that for the bingo card. Thank you.
And your very star pupil that you had up on your live stream against Yo Mama, Little Boots, takes part in the fucking...
Stop talking nasty about Little Boots. Don't you do it. She is an old guard peanut watcher that firsthand witnessed your bullshit.
Mental taunting of me still to this day. And the creator that fucking does it is yours cheerily, Kathy C, aka Glory B.
That's me. Hi. And I never cheered Little Boots on for nothing. She's a grown-ass woman and can do her own mocking.
Who absolutely has sat in front of all these people and says the reason why she targets me is because she can get me in a mental state for her entertainment.
But that's your function on YouTube.
It wasn't enough that you're associated to a group of people that very did have a fucking contribute to that woman making a snap decision that ultimately took her life.
I doubt it was a snap decision. I'm pretty sure she'd been thinking about it for a while. Unlike you, who talks about it but doesn't have the wherewithal to continue. I know that.
I am still being a victim of your bullshit to this day, and people target me to try to make me unlike myself, gaining ground. But you refuse to bring attention to that. Now, do you? Matter of fact, you condone it, Mr. Gaining Ground. You think it's fucking funny.
No,
because often when you get drugged up on your current drug stash that you got, or get belligerent.
Honestly say he finds no amusement in you. Nothing. If he did, he would be tweeting about you. He would be making videos about you. He would be in other people's lives talking about you, but he doesn't. He doesn't think about you. He doesn't acknowledge you. And that just burns your soul. And when you do stupid lives like this, it gives me content. How about that?
Certainly drunk. People that's ever came after him deserve to get what they fucking get. Isn't that what you've said often?
Where? Where did he say that? Where did he say that? What live or tweet or DM did he say that? I would like to see this, please.
I deserve to be pushed repeatedly, suicide baited repeatedly, my life fucking tore through, falsely arrested, my husband losing his goddamn job.
The reason you're not married, by the way, and the reason that he has probably never held a job longer than a year, or even 6 months maybe, is because of you. Because you can't stop calling him for him to come home and turn you over, to hand feed you, to bring you junk food, to open or shut the curtains, reposition the fan. This is why the man does not have a job and doesn't have a job currently.
All because I stood up to you and told you that you were wrong? And when you started this intimidation and doing the shit that you did to me, I didn't cower away.
As I recall, because I started following Gigi around that time, it was you that were harassing him by continually phoning, which is your MO, because Jay will confirm it. Other people that have had troubles with you, like munching, she'll confirm it. I don't know why you keep pushing the evidence away, but okay.
And let you fucking do it? So I deserve that, Mr. Gaining Ground.
Yes, and much more.
You're dementally fucking twisted, dude. And this is a type of cult behavior. Because a person's not allowed to be an individual with you. They have to be a herd of sheep and robotically
sheep? Okay.
Programmed by every word that you say. And if they begin to become aware of anything, you assassinate them.
How? How does he do that? I have yet to see him assassinate anybody. I'm waiting for all this proof and receipts. You promised yesterday that you would be bringing out. Where is it? All you're doing is slandering and defaming his name. That's all you're doing. You need to put up the receipts or you need to shut up.
Any means possible. Character assassination, or you have them tormented until they unlike them themselves. Now, am I saying that that's what you did to little mama? You sure the fuck didn't stand up against it, and then everything that was happening towards that lady at that time, your excuse was, well, I warned her, it's her fault. But you sit over there on your fat ass, Mr. Ground, and put yourself on a higher pedestal than everybody else because you speak up against the bullying, against Foodie Beauty and Amberlynn Reed and all the fuck shit. But then you're delusionally fucking delusional because you're in support with Sam and Yaba. And then you downgrade, dismiss, and try to pussyfoot what Yaba does to fucking Foodie Beauty.
What does Yaba do to Foodie Beauty? What does she do?
You absolutely held that live stream so that Sam Topher could fucking go after Yo Mama. That
Telfer. T-E-L. Telfer.
Stop using people's fucking names for your fuck shit.
Ooh.
Mr. Ground over there. Stop it.
Stop it.
You use Tragic's fucking name and you use fucking DC and Neg's name as an excuse to do the fuck off nasty shit that you did in that live stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the fucking bullshit, the fuckery that you say, well, we do this every 3. No, the fuck, and stop.
Stop what?
That live stream was definitely to fucking get Yo Mama up there so you all can fucking dog out him. Because you're a bunch of fucking narcissists and you wanted to place the blame on everybody else of why little mama took her goddamn life.
Did you even listen to that live? What happened?
You let Sam Topher, as what she normally does, when her narcissistic character gets called in attention. And
I've got to ask the question though, did she actually listen to what your mama said? I know he's difficult at some days. He was backpedaling, and because he admits he knows next to nothing about what's going on. He just reacts to the situation at hand. So the way she is going at this, to me, is she's doing the same thing.
Absolutely lie out every single corner of her face on your platform.
No rest for the wicked.
She said that the GoFundMe said that she was online bully. The GoFundMe does not fucking say that, Sam. You're a liar.
What?
You said that the man mentioned you guys as the reason that she made that choice.
Boy.
Or no, you said that the husband blamed you guys. No, he didn't. The only thing he asked any of you all to do is if you had any negative videos about his wife was to take it down. Which leads me to believe that none of you are innocent.
Yeah. See, I don't know. Did he come out? Like I was not part of that. I won't even call myself an orbiter because I really didn't follow that. So I don't know. Oh, come on, you stupid thing. Play.
Listen, every single one of you.
Well, come on. What's going on here? I keep
Had
getting weird
made
things
videos
happening on the
making fun of this woman.
YouTube side.
And if you didn't make a video, you were in with and friends with people who did. And then the very famous word that gets brought up, guilt. You should feel guilty, but that does not give you the privilege or the audacity to fucking
Audacity.
vet no one.
So there's the audacity again. Oh my
But I
God.
highly doubt that you, Ground, sir, or Miss Topher or Yaba or anybody that attacked that person except Yo Mama felt
Mm-hmm.
any guilt about anything.
Huh.
You absolutely do not feel guilt about a damn thing. The
Neither.
only thing that you feel is that when someone criticizes you, that your character is being assassinated. And like the narcissist you and the people that surround you are, you got to fucking prove to.
I think she knows what the word guilty, but she doesn't know what it means because if she did, she'd be on the floor in a corner rocking back and forth.
The world that you're God, that you're a savior to this community, and that everybody else is the demon, the monster, the subhuman, and the individuals that are
Got that right.
disgusting and vile.
You're disgusting and vile.
Absolutely not. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm not going to tolerate.
Oh,
I'm not.
yeah, we should all be frightened.
I'm not going to tolerate you being able to fucking justify the depravity and the fucking the sadistic behaviors that you do.
We sure
Why
did,
try to
Kate.
sit there and make DC Media and Naves look like a fucking demon on the internet? I'm not going to do it.
Not going to do it.
And before someone says, well, we need to see the receipts that the Gaining Ground freaking doxed you to your channel. Oh, baby, I'm about to pull that up.
Well, please do. We're waiting. We promise.
He did a live stream that he deleted off his channel, but it was very much archived on Kiwi Farms.
Okay.
It's the famous I'm being cranked by the batshit crazy lunatic,
Uh-huh.
me. All the while, I'm over there fucking doing a live stream and have no clue that this man's over here pulling this fuck shit. It was a skit that he schemed up between his moderators now and back then, so that he could have the fucking excuse and the permission from most of his followers to.
Listen, we know you have multiple devices. Just because you're on live and you can multitask, you can send threatening emails, comments in somebody else's live chat. We know you have that. You, oh my God, you've done it before. We've seen you do it. My goodness. Sorry, guys. It's a
Fucking dox my information. But they don't target, torment, or go after people with mental illness. Are you fucking sure you don't need to be hospitalized, Mr. Ground, over there? Because you absolutely do. While screaming about your mentals because you delusionally have put out a propaganda against yourself, saying that other people are doing it to you.
Like you? I'm not the only victim of your malice. Not even close. But do go on. Take a breath.
I had to check the GoFundMe because I couldn't. I absolutely don't believe a goddamn word that Sam says. She's known to fucking lie.
You mean like we don't believe you?
She's known to
You say?
even falsify information,
How does she
Photoshop,
know?
and put up
How does she
absolute
know?
untrue fucking documents to push a narrative against someone because she hates them.
Oh, God.
So I go and look at at this man's GoFundMe. I don't find but one GoFundMe on the internet. So where these people have the fucking right to sit there and say that this man had 3 GoFundMes? Are you sure about that? And here's another excuse. Because people in our community has unlived themselves and they
So
wasn't
what you're
really
telling
dead.
me is you're the only one that would know about the GoFundMes. That if you actually didn't see it with your own 2 googly eyes, then it didn't exist? Got it.
A local news corporation, whatever you want to fucking call them, would not put up a false story.
You mean a TV station?
What these people fail to tell to their community is the local news where these people live covered the death of his wife. They verify that the woman is dead and that it was due to unlifing themselves before they ever do a news segment on it. So this fuck shit that you tried to still pull, Sam Topher very much knows that the local news covered her death.
Mm.
So every excuse that the Gaining Ground has allowed, supports, and keeps pushing is out the fucking window.
Oh, this is painful. I'm sorry, everybody.
The news company would have verified the death of this woman and the surroundings, what caused it. There was no need for anybody to vet this man or his tragic loss of his wife. And again, you demonize him for saying that she was online bullying. There is nothing false about that. She was.
Oh,
Headed
really?
by a fucking website that Belinda brags that are good people. Are they good people, Belinda? Because they allowed you access to accounts of theirs so that you can dox people? Is that why they're so good?
What? What are you talking about, you fool? Hey, Belinda, if it's true, put in a good word for me, would you? That is beautiful. Uh, oh, her proof is always so badly photoshopped. You should have seen her before. Um, before she would post a bunch of crap on Kiwi Farms, and see this person is talking to that person, and she would post somebody having a conversation, like a reasonable conversation with another person, but this was her proof. She is all to on to herself, Raleigh. She is right in the smack of everything, and she knows everything.
How the fuck does anybody sit there in their right motherfucking mind sit there and say that Kiwi Farms are good people? How the fuck do you even
Why are you on there?
sanely make a statement like that?
Alana, tell us. Why do you have an account or more than one account? You know they can find out if you really wanna. You should know by now you don't F around on the farms. So, yeah. So, can you explain to us why you have one or two or three? No, didn't think so.
Oh, they're good because what? They sit on your side and now condone your fuck shit,
I'm not even going to touch
and
that.
you have to lick their poo hose to keep them on
God, there
your
she goes
side.
with the anal stuff again. She's got issues.
She was online bullied. You forget that Kiwi Farms is a website on the interwebs, as Mr. Gaining Ground so cordially likes to say over there. So there was no falsehood in what he said. He never solely
Ashy
said
Munchie.
that the bullying that she received trying to do a good thing
Hey,
for
Taylor.
Foodie Beauty is the ultimate cause of her death.
Mm-hmm.
He says her mental decline, her going through postpartum depression, her trying to take up for another individual who's being harassed, stalked, and bullied, and then getting backlash,
Uh-huh.
significantly declined her
I
mental health.
love your
That
doxing
she felt to
theories.
make a snap decision of unlifing herself,
Diagnoses.
which has destroyed him
Mm-hmm. Great insight.
because now he's left to raise very young children, one of them being 3 months at that time,
Uh-huh.
with no family,
Mhm.
no support, and no help.
That's right. That's why you sold your baby, right? For $100.
That's what he said.
Right. Right.
He never fucking named what websites or online bullying platforms were the ones that were freaking targeting his wife.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
He made a general statement that is very much the truth.
Exactly, you wish. You should have seen this.
My question to you that surround the GG sector and the people that's involved in vetting this man's tragedy and still to this day demonizing him for what he said. What made you go after him? Was it
I like this because people that go and check to make sure before they speak about things are what good reaction channels do. To make sure what they're going to say lines up with what they found out. So why are you turning that into a bad thing? Because people do it to you?
seeing the GoFundMe with my name in it? Because
you were defrauding the people?
her daughter was named exactly like mine, like me. Exactly.
No.
Alana.
No. What a reach.
Is that what triggered a hate boner for this man?
No. But it's nice that you're trying to fit that narrative in. Come on, you can wedge it a little more.
Is that why y'all went after him?
Mm-hmm.
Because his oldest daughter is named Alana?
Uh-huh. Must have been.
See, Gigi has a motherfucking underlying hatred for me because I exposed him.
You exposed nothing. He doesn't hate you. He doesn't think highly of you. He just wish you would, wander off, get some help maybe if he's feeling his feelings. But he doesn't spend any time hating you. Again, that's an emotion, an exhaustive emotion, and not a lot of people want to spare their energy on it. Like me, I could care less about you. You're just the moment. You're just a blip in time on the internet.
And it damn near took him out off the internet.
Because he was emotional about what was going on.
I exposed that he had a hate boner for Charlie Gold for no reason whatsoever.
You exposed.
And that everything that he ever said was a fucking lie against that woman.
Yes.
That he was trying to sabotage the woman's channel and get her off the internet. For what? She didn't even do anything to you.
You're so stupid. Your stupidity is astonishing. I'm not even going to get into it. That's not my story to tell. But those that have been there or witnessed what was going on know. Oh my God, you are YouTube's tampon. You really, really are. Ah!
But I'll tell you the real reason why. Because he's a narcissist and he believes that he's got that grandiose, godlike complex. And when he said something should be addressed and no one bowed down and kissed his stinking ass feet, that waged war against them. And specifically Charlie Gold. Because in the whole time, even when he was attacking her, she wouldn't fight him.
No, she did it behind the scenes, you idiot.
She went silent, radio silent on his ass.
Except
and let him fucking make a goddamn fool out of himself.
We remember what.
And for him to sit there and come after anybody making long hour, lengthy tweets on Twitter, have you delusionally forgot that you went on almost a 72-hour rampage, sir?
Page? Do you mean rage?
Oh, because no one would kiss your stinking butthole? Because you said...
No, because they were false flagging and lying and spreading misinformation, sort of like what you do. Exactly what you do. Like you're doing right now. Another very big example of slander and defamation.
What someone did in their community was wrong. Hell, what am I talking about?
Yeah, what are you
The rampage still hasn't stopped. You just got new targets to focus on.
You dummy. He's a reaction channel. What the hell do you think he's going to do? He doesn't conduct himself other than a very professional manner. He doesn't swear. He laughs at the tomfoolery and fuckery that's going on, like we all do. Again, where is this vitriol that you say he is? This evilness. Where is it? I want to see your receipts. You promised us receipts. Where are they? You lying liar that lies.
At this moment. But that person still gets brought up now, don't they?
No, they don't. You're bringing them up.
You went on a 2-year
God.
Rampage. Manic fucking tweeting post and all out fucking
2 years.
Weird obsession against someone. GG.
A 2-year rampage. I must have missed that. Anybody else catch that? Because I sure didn't.
So make that make sense. But you got the audacity if someone makes more than 1 or 2 posts on fucking Twitter. You gatekeep and freaking think that you can police what someone does on their platforms and their Twitter account.
What are you talking about?
If it's more than...
That's what you do. You wiggle your fat, sagging ass into other people's communities and start dictating. Like Nina does. You just are in the world of glory when somebody hands you, not me, when somebody hands you a wrench. But you never keep those wrenches very long because you do bad things with it. That's why you go in just like Nina. Nobody in their right mind would hand her a mod. I'm very fussy in who I hand a mod to. I need to see your character in action. People see your character in action and they're going, no. They'll probably give you a wrench just for funsies, but they take it away.
one or two posts back to back for 2 or 3 days.
Mm. I like her.
And still to this day, he sits over there and says what they've done to this man.
I think what your problem is you are jealous. You are jealous of Belinda. You're jealous of Gigi. You're jealous of anybody with a platform that is active, that is making money, has memberships. You can't tap into that because you're a shit show. You are the lowest of the low. You're not even Boyd. You're even lower than Boyd, and that's saying something.
Is right. Make that make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can share from my tablet because I really don't feel like getting my computer out.
Yeah, how convenient. Looking forward to it. Is this doctored evidence we're going to bring up? Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do.
That's weird.
Do, do. Oh, how
Now,
convenient.
where the hell?
Where the hell indeed?
Oh,
Wait.
there we go.
Oh,
No,
nope. Not
I
there.
gotta invite myself.
Well, you can try. Do, 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 do. Check the time. Boop, boop, la la la. Do, 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 do. Let's go over to.
Okay, I gotta invite myself so I can pull up
Okay, you do that. See you, Kate. Thanks for being here.
a video.
Thank you, Kala.
Come on, slow ass.
Hey, is Rochelle in the room? Ooh, hey, Rochelle, if I miss saying hello. Hello, you made it. Good. We're waiting for the evidence. We are waiting for the evidence. She wants to be Munchie so bad.
I need to
Oh,
redo
yeah.
that video.
Oh, yeah. It is. Rochelle, she's obsessed.
Let me.
Whoa, whoa, that's not me, folks. That's Madam trying to get up the evidence.
Okay.
Oh, God,
Trying to make sure.
what?
Okay. Is there any echoing?
Yes, there is.
No, I turned this all the way down.
Oh my goodness. Do I need to?
Anyhow,
How's that going for you? Come on, love. Hurry up. This
I
is
forgot
not
how
evidence.
to do this.
Not a good start to the evidence. Nope.
I think I'm doing it wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm doing it wrong. Well, I can just do it this way. Fuck it. No. I didn't know that I uninstalled YouTube Studio because I've got it on private. And when you've got videos on private, it doesn't show up on your regular channel now.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
YouTube Studio.
Yeah. Unprivate it. Go back to StreamYards. Presets. Share a screen.
There we go.
Mm,
Let me install it real quick. So the video I'm going to show is the video of where the Gaining Ground doxes me to next.
Oh, good.
Because the common thing that he says is that he has never doxed anyone to anybody.
Okay, everybody got their drinks and popcorn? Smoke them if
Yeah,
you have.
yes.
Here we go.
That him or his community and his adjacent friends community could not be held responsible for somebody unlifing themselves
Okay.
or contributing to someone unlifing themselves. Well, on the contrary, I beg to differ.
Huh? Like that cigarette. That's a good girl. When's Carlos coming back with the food? Fries.
I beg to differ. And down here, I think.
Kate.
I also have the DMs still.
We'd like to see those too. La 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 la. Run to the bathroom, Fred.
Right here.
Okay.
Let's watch it on YouTube.
All right.
That's what my thing is about. My little thumbnail. He didn't Google it. Sylvia Dean. Now, research. This was back when it first happened, and I was getting a lot of misinformation and a lot of trolling on this end. So what you hear is not correct.
Okay.
He had took and already Googled my name from the information that I had given him in DMs. And when he copies and pastes my information to your channel next, that is the information. Your channel next, the Gaining Ground, Belinda, and other key players during that time, which it looks like a lot of people has left his community, had access to an account on Kiwi Farms. And I'm not going to give the name of this account that I was doxed on that they had access to, because again, the person's been good to me.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to throw the person underneath the bus. They don't deserve to have any new attention brought to them like they did back then. And I'm not bringing up the account that they had access at the time that I was doxed to.
How superior.
But Tragic over there has got some accounts wrong. He keeps saying that they have access to Strawberry Douche's account. They do not have access to that. It's the 1000 Bacons, the DC Media Core or Horror or whatever it is.
What?
And I believe
DC Media.
There used to be another one called Anna Nicole Smith or something other on there that was a member and sub to the Gaining Ground that was a Kiwi farmer.
Okay.
That allowed them to have access at that time. Strawberry Douche is Strawberry Douche. And they absolutely do not have no access to that account.
Okay.
I can 100% confirm that.
I'm glad you can confirm that. We'll need proof.
Because the 1000 Bacons account is the one that doxed Peanut. And the only way they would have got that information is from her friends and her friends alone. But she still refuses to believe that Gaining Ground would have had given them information.
How would
to
you
dox
get
her.
Peanut's information? And what would his motive be?
And found a number that could have been associated to Alana Morris. But see, I finally got access to Kiwi Farms and I went into my docs, and none of those numbers that were doxed in my docs after he gives your channel next my information have names or associations to my fucking name. So this was all entirely a skit because I would not show up and shut up because I had doxed his DMs between me and him that proved that he was on a campaign to fucking deplatform Charlie Gold, that he had hate towards Charlie Gold.
Where's the proof?
That he weaponized me, and that his fixation was also on Life of a Free Spirit. Well, Life of a Free Spirit's got mental illness now, don't she? It's funny how he continues to go after Life of a Free Spirit. What's the common thing? She's got a mental illness.
And she's worse than you are sometimes.
But the information, this video was done after I initially found out that he did a live stream doxing.
You shut up and let us listen.
So all the information that I'm saying here is incorrect. It's false. It was under me being trolled to look batshit crazy from his people back then.
Right.
With an 832. He's fucking lying.
So she's just, wait a minute, is this her proof?
And let me tell you something.
Oh my God. Oh.
Negs to come over against this fake bullshit that Charlie Gann and Brown had a campaign of trying to deplatform him and that they were going after.
So this is her proof. She's reacting to a prior rant. So there's no screenshots, DMs, links to anything. You're just, oh Lord, oh. I don't believe it. Oh, this is beautiful.
After him. And Negs and the Gaining Ground did a video reviewing Drunk Girl on a Treadmill's video where DMs, those DMs in that video are mine between me and the Gaining Ground. And he absolutely lied out of his fucking teeth to Negs.
Show it. I'm doing my...
And said that those were in between him and the Drunk Girl. No, they weren't. And I went over and DM'd him to prove that it was mine from my Sims account. And apparently somebody had trolled as me and made some fucked off threats to the Gaining Ground under a troll account acting as me to get that man to come after me.
You have no idea how many accounts
or to not believe anything, because I was pissed
righteously
that the Gaining Ground, for whatever fucking reason, would go on to another bigger platform and lie and say that those DMs belong to fucking Drunk Girl on the Treadmill, when he damn right absolutely knows that it was exposed that it was our DMs.
What is the point to this? Show the DMs or shut the fuck up.
But anyhow.
For everyone to give you a call and give you a piece of their mind. I mean, you're insane. You are insane.
Yeah.
Now look, he is looking at the chat to make sure he's not getting backlash for saying what he's saying. He's making sure that his
I was there, by the way.
Subs
I was there when this was done.
And 80% was. It was about 20% that left.
I was there when that live was going on. He was trying to do an ordinary live react, and she was harassing him, phoning, texting, and doing all her regular fuck shit. So I don't know why she thinks this is proof, but let's listen further.
Exactly. A lot of people left him that day, turned against him and said, so the best course of action to deal with someone that's crank.
A lot of people left because they were taking sides, perhaps. Some just decided they liked Charlie more and left to support Charlie or Life of a Free Spirit. Some left, some joined. There's nothing crazy about that. People come and go.
Calling you and being batshit fucking crazy is to dox her. That's a good choice, the gaining ground. But the rest of them, the one that's still supporting to this day and all the fuck shit he's ever done, was 100% behind him doxing my information to your channel next. And then an hour or two,
There's no
I believe maybe even possibly 3 hours later, I was doxed to Kiwi Farms.
He lost a lot of subs that day. 832 Sugar Land, Texas. I have your number.
And the dumb thing is, when he puts up his phone, you can clearly see it's his live stream. There was no trap call app.
No, I don't. He was at his wit's end, and he kind of lost his grip, and he admits that. You are not exposing anything he hasn't talked about. Remember, I was there when this was going down. And me knowing you, knew 100% it was you. 100%.
On his phone. There's not. There's no trap call on his phone.
You don't know that.
That he claims that he copies and pastes my information from to your channel next. And again, I didn't have an 832 number then. My area code was...
Please, text now, or another company that works the same as Text Now. We all know about it. You do it to this day. Every time Jay blocked you, you got back into his phone by a new number. So shut the hell up.
Was 337. Just like he said that my husband called him, threatened to fly or go to Florida, beat the shit out of him, and burn his house down.
He did.
And that they got the call recorded.
That. I also heard that. I heard your man say that. Just because you deleted or privated whatever you did with that doesn't mean it didn't happen, because I'm a witness to him saying so. I will swear on a stack of Bibles in front of a judge, and I will if that's called upon, because I remember that.
Well, my husband don't sound like a Mexican. Yes. And the person that they claimed was in that call.
He has a Hispanic accent. You keep trying to make him American born. He wasn't. Or if he was, which I doubt, he was too much into the community. Listen, I know an East Asian lady who was born, well, not born, she came over to Canada at a very young age. But she's got the heaviest accent still. Because in her community, they all speak Hindi. I don't know what dialect it was. I can't remember. But you would have thought she was a recent immigrant. She wasn't. So you can sit down with that too. People that live in a certain ethnic community will always retain an accent. It's what they grew up with. That's how they learned. And yes, Carlos does have an accent.
Had a heavy, broken English accent.
Nobody
which
said that.
Proves that he's racist against Hispanics, because he thinks all Hispanics sound a certain way. And my husband's number at the time was also a 337 number.
Text Now.
And the number that was doxed in, I believe, Nags's Discord or somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Funny she brings that up.
Was a Texas number. And the person on the phone call was a heavy accent male that could barely speak English.
Uh-huh.
But let's continue.
Track call. Look at.
No, you didn't. Because my area code, I even doxed myself in my
This
own
is
live
not
stream
proof.
and told your channel.
This is not proof. She is reacting to a live stream that a lot of people were witness to, including myself. This is not proof. This is proof of a man at his wit's end with your harassment. That's what you're reacting to. This is not proof. In fact, this is working against you because he's already spoke about this.
Yeah, because I was live streaming that day. Your channel next comes in and says, I got your number. And I said, fucking call it. He calls. There's no sound in the background of a phone ringing. I doxed my number right there in fucking chat, said it right out in the fucking open. I told your channel next to fucking call it. He called it. I answered. But did your channel next go back and tell the game ground he was wrong? And did they stop their actions of doxing me on Kiwi Farms that day? No, they did not. This was all due and done because I had doxed the DMs between me and Gigi. I had publicly made it for the world to see, and he was being ran through the ground over it. They didn't care that he was wrong. They didn't care. Your channel next absolutely knew that they were wrong, and they still doxed me anyway. To call me, and he fucking did, and my phone rang on my live stream that day. It was 337.
I didn't know that. No rest.
Did not
I
go
didn't
back
know
and tell
that.
you that, did he? But other people that was a witness in your live stream was there and witnessed that. But yet they didn't defend me and go back and tell you. Why? Because you were psychotic, and you are psychotic. And no one can tell you that you're wrong, because this is what you do to people when they tell you that you're wrong.
Oh my God.
Stupid. And I know that's you, Chrissy. What else do you want? Get out of my.
That was a witness in your live stream was there and witnessed that. That could have been associated to a lot of more.
So this is not proof. This is oh God, this is how she works, people. She thinks this is the ultimate proof. It isn't. She's reacting to a man that had it. He was on his last nerve with her harassment. This is not proof. This is just you reacting to him. We need DMs, we need links, we need screenshots. What the hell is wrong with you?
Hey, Alana.
Hold up.
See, that's when he recognized who it was. Now he said on that he was mistaken, I think the next day or something, but he wasn't. He just wanted an end to it. And that's when he blacked you out. That's when he stopped everything because of the harassment by you, the threats by Carlos, everything. He had shit coming in from Charlie Gold's community and Loaf and all the rest that were convinced he was evil. His Periscope on Twitter was released of him drunk dancing on his birthday to his niece singing a song. He was dealing with all that shit, and the poor guy lost his shit. And why not? Nobody's blaming him. I certainly wasn't. I was appalled by what people were doing to him because he really didn't do anything. Now he's got this reputation. And that's by Charlie Gold and Company. You were harassing that man. All of us with a clear mind could see that a mile away.
says, call from private caller. I need to re-download this video from Kiwi Farms to where people can hear it without me talking. He claims that he's got an app that can unblock private calls. Let me just ignore anything that's being said at this moment in that video, and we'll hear what happens.
We'll listen to it.
Because this is the time that he was going off about Charlie Gold. This is back in June of 2020. This is the heat of the drama over the merch.
This was about you.
He still is stuck on.
No, you're stuck on it.
So fucking calm and actually laughing about it. Because it was a setup to dox me. Oh, what did he say?
Hi, Alana.
Exactly.
Guess what I have? I have a system that people that unlocks phone numbers in Sugar Land, Texas. Keep calling me, and the cops are getting called next.
Hold up.
Do you understand?
I even called the cops. Christy in the chat. I even called the cops and.
You did not. Listen. The Houston PD in whatever county you're in now, all know you're fuck shit. You got a red flag on your name. Every time you phone, you can hear the collective eye roll. I love you think I love it for you that you think they take you seriously. I love that for you.
In his county that day. I sure did. Because I was going to make them aware that he is mentally unstable and have been
actually, I do believe she phoned. I actually do. Rethinking that, yeah, I actually do. She did. And they just, like I said, rolled their eyes.
A rampage, a manic rampage for going on for weeks at this time. And that.
Okay, can I just stop this for a second? Rampage is one word, not two. Stop pronouncing it like it's separate. It's not. Stop it. Jeez, now I'm losing there. There we go.
He has been slandering me, defaming me, and fucking having people harass me. And that I absolutely was not and had not called him at that time.
Yeah.
I did eventually call him. I got his information because he was doxxed on Kiwi Farms. And I called him crying and begging him to stop it. Because people were trying to push me to suicide.
Nobody was pushing
over his fuck shit. Telling me to mukbang a shotgun.
That was funny.
I called him. Not my husband.
Oh.
I called him crying my goddamn eyes out to the point that I could barely speak.
Oh my goodness.
Because his community was suicide pushing me.
No, we didn't.
And telling me to mukbang a shotgun.
If that was said, that's too bad, and I'm sorry for that. But LOL.
Saying that he knows that she was playing on the line last night to automatically.
Don't you just love her proof?
It being me.
I see that you've been busy last night. What a coincidence, Chrissy.
Oh, well,
that's your calling.
Hold up. It says, and that, it says my name. But later recants that. And I'll prove
no,
that
he
too.
recanted the whole thing, but that was because he had enough.
He said that the number looked like it said my name. But he could have been wrong.
Jesus Christ.
How can you be wrong when you clearly can see the name and the number?
Jay, if you're still in the chat, you got away unscathed.
Hi, Alana. Guess what I have? I have a system that I pay for that unlocks phone numbers in Sugar Land, Texas. Keep calling me, and the cops are getting called next. Do you understand? Going to read your number on the air? Area code 832. Is that enough for you? Or should I read the rest?
Oh, it was 832.
Look up trap call. It lets you unblock numbers, you fool.
Well, I hate to inform you, you fool, My area code at that time was
See,
337.
this is what she does.
It was a Louisiana
Oh, this is her proof, people. This is her proof.
area code. And so was my husband's.
Uh-huh.
But let's
Sorry guys, that
continue.
crazy lady has been crank calling my house. Now I have her number, and I know it's your number because I googled it, area code 832, and it came up with your name and address. One more phone call, and I'm published.
I know.
It came up with my name and address. Do you hear that shit?
Yes.
It come up with my name and address.
Yeah.
How's that?
Well, he did tell you
Because the
got a knock
number
on his
was a
phone.
337. It was a Louisiana number. And the address
Really?
attached to that would have took you back to Muncie, Indiana.
How do you know what the number said and where it was
Gaining
from?
ground.
Huh?
We all know I was in Texas. You clearly said I was in Texas. Because I had that number since I moved back in early 1990s from Muncie, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Liar.
Mm-hmm. You have to prove
Sylvia
that.
D.
This is not proof.
researched my name on Google and found a.
This is you reacting to that man last nerve. That man's last nerve. My nerve. Whoa. I need a drink. Oi. Hang on, guys. I gotta answer that. And no, it's not her. Hang on. Where's my mic? There. Sorry. I should have left the thing going. Let's see. Let's go back. I forgot what I was going to say.
I found out that Sylvia Gee did not. The person who does the fucking information searching is yours truly, Belinda. She's been doing it since the beginning. Life of a Free Spirit's information isn't the first docs that she's done. I'm the first doc she did.
What?
Number that could have been associated to Alana Morris with an 832. He's fucking lying.
Unbelievable.
For everyone to give you a call and give you a piece of their mind. I mean, you're insane. You are insane.
Yes,
Now
he's
look,
right.
he is looking at the chat to make sure he's not getting backlash for saying what he's saying. He's making sure
What?
that his followers, that his subs are agreeing with him. And 80% was. It was about 20% that left him. He lost a lot of subs that day.
832 Sugar Land, Texas. I have your number. Track call. Look at.
Oh my God. I don't even know what to say to this.
Because my area code, I even doxed myself in my own live stream.
Now she's
and
just
told your
repeating
channel
again.
next to call me. And he fucking did. And my phone rang on my live stream that day.
Uh-huh.
It was 337. But your channel next did not go back and tell you that, did he?
So
but
now we're
other
just
people
going
that was
through
witnessing
each
your
side.
live stream was there and witnessed that. But yet they didn't
Emma.
defend me and go back and tell you. Why? Because you were psychotic, and you are psychotic.
A lot of the key players that are still here today were in my live stream that day.
Because
No.
this is what you do to people when they tell you that you're wrong.
You were reacting to his
Stupid. I know
stream.
that's you, Chrissy. What else do you want? Get out of my chat. Somebody block Chrissy, please.
Yeah.
So which is it?
And
Christian
he rightly did, like you do.
So stupid.
He
No,
was
you're-
blocking you and probably your alt accounts, which she has a right to do. You do it. You do it constantly. You and Nina. You cannot stand. You just can't stand it. Because you have no argument with this. This is ridiculous and it's embarrassing. Damn, girl.
You're stupid.
I set you up trap. I knew you were in here. That's why I said, hope they don't call again.
I ended up having to go around. Let me tell you what I had to do.
God.
Because of him doxing that phone associated to me, it went to an address that I could get to.
Wow. Aren't you?
And I knocked on those people's doors and I explained to them that this man had doxed his and their a number, and it Google searched back to this address. And because this man has went on a rampage against me, making people believe certain things, and now my information is now on a dangerous website. They may believe that this is my address, and you may get weird activities, if not dangerous activities, coming your way.
Again, let me say this. She doxes herself. Whether it was just because she was in a drug haze, alcoholic haze, or she just did it for thrills. She doxes herself constantly. That's probably where Kiwi Farms, I don't know, I'm just supposing, picked up some and just went for it. I don't know. I am just supposing.
I sure the fuck did went over there and warned those people. Because in my docs, that was the address that was doxed as my address.
Uh-huh.
And I gave him his full name and who else I thought was involved at that time to make a police report. And the lady informed me at that time,
yes,
that
you're full of
they had went out to get their mail and a bullet was left in their mailbox.
I forgot about this. That was probably you.
And it's so weird that the person in the chat was named Christy, because the lady's daughter to that address was 13 years old and her name was Christy.
Oh boy.
So that means
the conspiracy.
They knew that they had the wrong address, and the people that lived there had no correlation to me. And they were using that 13-year-old's name in his chat.
See, this is why nobody takes you seriously. This kind of building a lie is not really, you're really bad at it. You should stop it. This is so stupid. It's not even a bad plot to a book. This is just your mental illness creating a world for you. A new, I can't even. Wow. Wow.
No, the truth of the matter of it, Gigi, is the whole thing was not a trap. It was a game that you played with your supporters. You manipulated them and gaslighted them openly, lied to their fucking faces, had one of your moderators call your phone private so that you could outright dox me and get approval by most of your subs.
Camp Planet did it once.
That's the truth, wasn't it, Gigi? That's why you did it, Gigi. All because I outed the DMs that made you look bad.
No, you didn't.
How did I sound so different back then?
What really happened, Gigi?
Do you hear how I slur my words and that I didn't sound like I was totally in reality?
You mean
I was on medication that was not suitable for what was going on with my mental health at that time. There was at times I couldn't even type ABC, let alone speak ABC at that time.
Well, you can't do it now.
And they swore up and down that I was on drugs. They said I was on alcohol. They said I was retarded. They said all kinds of disgusting things. No, I was on medication that wasn't correct for me.
And so the one person that's in chat, if he's listening, can confirm she drank like a fish. She probably still does. Exactly.
How could I have called you?
With the history that people know of me now, if you're going to accuse me of doxing, and if I did doxing, I would have been on a live stream.
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't have been a private call. And it would have said, you have a call from a blah, 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 Alana Morris. Because Gigi, if I'm going to do fuck shit to someone, I'm going to make sure that you know for 100% sure that it's me.
Yeah. He doesn't care about you.
I'm not going to hide my number.
He doesn't care about you.
That day when I was live streaming myself.
Mm-hmm.
At no time did I mute the mic. At no time did anybody breaks.
Here's the proof, guys. Oh my
And
God.
Kiwi Farms documented it, play that video, and prove.
That's what I was texting with your channel is next. Sorry, guys. do you want her number now? Your channel? I'll give it to you now if you want to give her a call. You know what? Go ahead, give her a call. I'm copying it to you right now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to be drama right now.
And there you go. You know what? Your channel next. Go ahead and give her a call. You know what? I'm copying it right now, and I'm sending it to you right now.
So why are you so pissy about it? You do it to people all the time.
But this community don't suicide bait people, suicide push, or could not possibly have anything responsible to someone's mental decline that they would take their own lives.
You're too selfish.
I was the number one target that he started with mental illness.
Somebody play a violin, please.
The number one target.
I need a soundboard.
And in a way, I feel almost responsible for this woman's death in a way. Because if I had did the right things back then, this community may not have even been on the internet now.
What?
If I had done the right steps to stop this fuck shit from being allowed
you're so
and to continue.
Oh my God. And I'm saying,
could that woman still be alive? I feel almost as if I'm responsible in a way for this woman's death. Because I was the first target of his abuse against mental illness. A mental ill lady. They doxed me. They tormented me. I'm still being tormented to this day.
Yes, you are. By your own demons.
I'm still being slandered. I'm still being doxed. I'm still being harassed because of him.
Who is doxing you? I haven't seen any fresh dox.
Now, let me tell you something. I went after this man. I filed things to make him stop against me. But do you know what this fucker did to me?
What did he do?
He made me feel guilty and bad for him because of his sick mother at that time. So I dropped everything against him.
You liar.
Because he said it would kill his mother. After all the
he stopped talking about you. Blocked you out. Not a thing. And you keep trying to dig up the past. He doesn't want anything to do with you. Why can't you accept it? What demon lives in your brain that tickles your frontal lobes about this? Why can't you leave him alone? He's left you alone for almost 3 years. Never uttered a word. Never mentioned you. Ever. Has told his followers and his subs not to mention your name. Do you see it? I know you follow him on Twitter. Have you ever seen yourself mentioned? No. Why is that? Why is that? Because he decided that he couldn't carry on with all this crap that was headed his way, and he stopped. Cold turkey. Absolutely. And that just pisses you off to no end.
fuck shit that this man did to me. After me still dealing with the fuck shit because of this man today.
Oh, God.
I still had compassion for him back then. I still cared.
Passion. That was interesting.
Because see, if you can prove that you're being targeted for mental health and that people come after you to cyberbully you to the purpose or the end result that they're looking for is for you to unlife yourself, you can legally charge these people with shit and you can legally force YouTube to take them off from the internet. That's what I'm doing to the current.
And if you know, who is she telling this to? She's telling it to the same group that witnessed what was going on firsthand. I don't get it. I don't get it. She's not part of the React community. I only react to her when she's got my name in her mouth because I've got the right to defend myself. So,
Community. Because I have not done nothing to these people this year. Not since I've been allowed to be back after getting my felony case dismissed because of their fucked off shit.
Only one.
I've not done one thing to these people. And they continue to fucking dox me, harass me, and go real life on me.
Where's the dox?
And they said over there now.
Tell me where the dox is. I don't see any dox. I need directions. Show me a map. Give me a map. I'll find it. I'm good with directions.
And reword what they're doing to me so that they can't lose their channel automatically on the spot. They say they target me, trigger me to get me.
No. I know the last time that you false flagged me, you said you were doing it under hate speech, but I wasn't saying anything hateful. I wasn't directing any hate towards you. I talk about you, and usually in a calm manner. Very rarely will I use vulgar language, but today I've been extra. I don't have a reputation for lying. I'm not hiding anything. I have nothing to be frightened of. And when you set YouTube on my ass, they look and they're going, fair use. So there you go.
Me into a mental state because it's entertaining to them.
Yes.
Well, wouldn't that be the same thing that they said on that other person's channel? That
stop doing stupid stuff and I'll stop laughing at you. Simple as that.
Because I couldn't kill myself correctly, that they were going to push me to the biggest mental breakdown.
How's that correctly? You mean like not faking your death? And then coming back? Your resurrection? When everybody stopped talking about you? That really pissed you off, didn't it? We wanted to do a funeral, and the emphasis on not her passing away, but not talking about her anymore, putting her away from us. But she ran with, they're planning my funeral, they're trying to kill me. Hence the Discord name. It'll always be, because we're plotting against her. And then, what? You lasted another 2 weeks? And then you came back. It was a stupid excuse that I've actually forgotten. Somebody else will remind me. There you were, back again. Like a bad rash.
Isn't that the same thing?
Mm.
And people from this man's community sits over here with the woman that's doing it, along with other people in this current community.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, these communities go after people, and the ultimate result is to have them to unlike themselves.
Right. You sound so stupid.
They will absolutely get someone triggered to a mental state to make you act a certain way towards them.
She's been spinning the very same word, sentence structure, idea for 3 years since I've been following her. She never deviates from that. She never deviates from that.
So that they can think that they look like the victim and that they're innocent. When the truth is, you target me to get me in a mental unhealthy state to ultimately push me to unlife myself. And that is entertainment to you.
No, she didn't know what the right thing was, V.
I have begged this man time after time, after all this shit down, to have me on his channel to let people know that me and him at that time was cool, to stop all the hate, all the doxing, the real life that was going on me. I begged him. I actually had a 3-way call with him and another person, and he said that he would do it. And once he do, he comes back, goes straight to Peanuts channel, and then starts lying on my fucking DMs.
If that was true, then what did you do?
And then goes to Neg's channel and lies on my DMs and targets another person because she stood up to him and told him what he done was wrong. I had a personal phone call with this man, and an eyewitness to everything that was said, that he was going to bring me up on his channel to let people know that he was mistaken and everything that he done against me, to please leave me the fuck alone. That he was going to do that for me. And it never happened. Instead, because another person called him out on some fuck shit, he had to lie and torment that person. And that was the...
He probably didn't have you up because wiser people probably advised him not to. It's simple as that. He rethought it, and he certainly has the right to change his mind, especially about you. And I think it was a wise decision, if that's true. I don't know. I wasn't privy. So I'm assuming again.
Drunk girl on the treadmill. And sheep.
Why do you keep dragging those two up?
I don't even know who Little Boots is. Why are you coming over here targeting me to unlife myself while having a moral outrage for what happened to Little Mama? And people blaming your community. You're involved in it. You're pushing it with me, Little Boots.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Right now, as we speak, in the last couple of weeks, you have took participation in them tormenting me for their entertainment, ma'am.
Entertainment. Go on.
As well as Kate Winslet and motherfucking Froggy and other people from that damn Kala. Kala's been over here participating in the torment to have me mentally decline so I would unlife myself.
Kala.
Krista.
Woot woot, Krista. Hey, Grandma Smurf.
Hand Planet Window Liquor.
Yay, Hand Planet.
And several other people from your community, Gigi, is still over here fucking with me, trying to get me to the point that Little Mama did. All because of you.
No, sorry. Nobody cares.
Nope. And your lies against me, sir.
Got our water burger. Got the eyes.
But you all got the audacity to use me as a reason to vet somebody when... No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to use me no more like that. Okay. And sir, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm in a legal situation with the current community. They can laugh all they want and think that nothing's going to happen to them because of some fucked up shit that they're doing and that they've been doing to me.
Oh, you poor victim.
I can gladly go into the area that I'm going after the main perpetrator of this.
Okay.
Who heads that community right now. Mm-hmm. And add you to the pushing of me unlifing myself.
Okay, you go and do
Sir,
that.
you and your community.
Yeah, that's
Here in
good.
Texas, and I hope somebody can get the message to this woman's husband. If he can prove that you're involved, it's attempt of murder.
Oh boy, legal honor.
Cyberbullying someone,
Comes.
criminally harassing someone in their personal lives to make them mentally decline because you, for some reason, don't like them and what they're saying on their channel.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. She heavily moderates her chat. You can see with her current live going. I'm assuming it's still going. Yeah, she's got all these restrictions up, and when she and comments are always cut off, so you can't reply. This is why my channel exists, or this manifestation of my channel exists, because I have things to say. I have questions. I need answers. She's not going to provide it. So stop talking about other people's chats. Oh yeah, and having one is that right? Yeah, you know, she had how many in her live, all hate watching, if not hate watching, watching for the LOLs. But you know,
Is attempt to murder in the state of Texas.
legal honor.
It don't matter if you're underage or if you're 156 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to prove, but not with you all. It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
All right.
Because you bluntly and ignorantly do these activities against people, support people that do it, kiki with the website that is known to fucking do it, and then sit back on your pedestals thinking that nothing can be done to you.
No.
And that you're right for doing what you do.
Because we haven't done anything.
I don't know if it's the same for other states, but the whole state of Texas, if you can prove that you're being targeted online for a campaign where they have literally started relentlessly annoying and criminally.
Yeah, so it works both ways, dear. Both ways.
Harassing you in your personal life to push you to suicide, it's attempt of murder down here.
Right. Okay. Noted.
And the fact that this man is from Texas and this woman that unlifed herself is from Texas, he needs to know that.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. So what you're telling us or alluding to is you're going to find this fella because he lives in Texas. Because that's what you do. Interesting.
He shouldn't have told you guys to delete the videos. He should have downloaded them and then went to the FBI cyber crimes unit.
Yeah.
Is what the fuck he should have done.
Okay.
Because once it is proven that a community on a social platform does these targeting behaviors, you will be permanently removed from all social medias.
Right.
And not allowed on them.
Okay. How's that working out for you?
You will be permanently removed from all social medias. At no time will you be allowed on any platform whatsoever.
Her foreshadowing her fate.
You won't even be allowed to possess or have a Facebook.
Okay. I don't
even if it was used to privately just kiki it with your family. You will permanently be removed of all social media.
Okay. Thank you for the information that nobody asked for.
And don't think I'm not going to bring attention to this.
Okay, you go, girl.
Mr. Gaining Ground and everybody involved, including Kiwi Farms.
Okay.
I am going to bring attention to this woman's death. in the legal and government
Attention, Kiwi Farms. Alana's going to take you down.
part of Texas.
Because
I have more than enough overflowing evidence that you are doing this to me.
Overflowing like a toilet. Okay.
And that you're targeting Negs for the same results. Don't think for 1 second that the mentally ill little girl that couldn't even fucking fart correctly didn't get her mental health fixed.
Oh dear.
And can't fight you now.
Oh, poor baby.
Because this Alana Morris has had about a fucking enough of it all.
Oh, everybody be afraid.
And I'm sick and tired of it.
Me too.
And I absolutely think that you all went after that man because his oldest daughter has my name.
I don't even know his name. I never went after him anywho.
It rubbed you all the wrong way.
Okay. I disavow any knowledge of this man.
So sit back, laugh. Okay. Let them kiki on Kiwi Farms and think that they're not going to, that nothing can be done about it. Okay. There's something that can be done about it legally.
Sure.
And if I prove my case and there's charges put against you, every single one of you will be removed off the fucking internet.
You get a suit. We all get a suit.
Because you're committing predatory behaviors.
I've been waiting for my extradition papers for 3 years. It's not going to happen. Fraggy too, and she's in the UK, but she's still going to get sued.
Or someone to take their lives. And don't think because I had Pan Planet Window Liquor's motherfucking channel taken off the internet that I don't have every video that he's done against me.
Oh, you did not. You did not. You did not. He deleted his own channel. He stored the videos he did about. He still got those videos, sweetheart, and he has a new channel. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but he's still around. You had nothing to do with him deleting his channel. He just got tired of it. He did. We communicate on Twitter, so yeah, you can go home with that. My God.
The Google doxing, a pure fucking aerial view of an address that I was associated to.
Token, I know.
Going around on Google Maps, searching the whole neighborhood.
Okay.
To make sure someone can properly identify where I was at.
Like you do to everybody else?
Landmarking stores and cross streets by Google search view, map view of the entire neighborhood around that address.
That video he did was just fabulous.
You won't, and I absolutely mean won't, continue these behaviors.
She sure
I
did,
promise you.
She sure did. That's why I like this performative outrage of hers. Because we've got all the evidence. I guess that's done. Oh, it's still around. You know, Ham occasionally pops into to my lives and under a different name, of course, but he's got all those. all those, and he, I think he had it running for a couple of months, or sorry, a couple of days, and she struck him. So he went in and changed some stuff, blurred some things out. But those of us that had watched the original one, the shack she was living in, oh God. Anyway, okay, so that is done with. Any comments? Any insight to add? I'm pretty much done with this horror story. So everybody, thank you for coming in. Wish, Grandma Smurf, Kala, doing God's work. Everybody connect with everybody. Who was the lurkers that were lurking and watching? Thank you. I hope you hit the thumbs up for me. Kate, Kate Winslet. Let's go, let's go. Jay, thanks for dropping in, and I'm glad you confirmed, um, or at least confirmed your experience with the threats. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Rochelle, are you working today? Can't wait for your live. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah, I think I got everybody that was in. A Taylor, munching and chatting. I'm just going up the list here. Sorry, you guys. Rally, thank you. I think I got everybody. Yeah, so I am going to. Oh, Plum. There's Plum. Okay, I'm going. Virginia, thank you, Plum Crazy. And I guess Nova and B Walsh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will see you again soon rather than later. Bye.